stop what you're doing. If you think passively reading your physics textbook for hours is going to save your grade, you're in for a massive shock. Today, we're skipping the fluff and tackling the exact reasons you're bleeding marks in Cambridge 0625 Physics. Take a real close look at this calculation. Density equals 45 divided by 5 equals 9. Seems mathematically flawless, right? Well, writing this down in an exam is a painful mistake that instantly nukes your marks. It's a devastating grade boundary risk. Why? Because there are absolutely 0 units. Without grams per cubic centimeter or kilograms per cubic meter, that 9 means literally nothing to an examiner. It's just a floating number and it scores you a 0. We are zeroing in directly on the Cambridge syllabus today, specifically Chapter 1 on making measurements. We're talking length, volume, density, and time. Now, these might sound like easy introductory concepts, but trust me, this is exactly where examiners lay their most rigid point-stealing traps. So, let's break down exactly why your ordinary revision is actually failing you. Highlighting your notes about measuring cylinders? Yeah, that won't help you construct a flawless experimental design or evaluate raw data under pressure. Examiners see the exact same traps trip students up year after year. We're talking missing units on final answers, rounding your numbers way too early in multi-step calculations, throwing out vague scientific explanations, completely messing up your graph axis scaling, suggesting weak practical improvements, picking the wrong independent variables, and writing conclusions that the data table literally doesn't even support. It's a mess. So how do we fix this? Enter the physics speedrun framework. You need a high-yield exam strategy that completely shifts your brain from passive reading to active, mark scheme-focused problem solving. Lock this 4-step framework into your memory right now. Step 1, clearly state the physics concept. Step 2, extract your evidence or data directly from the source. Step 3, apply scientific reasoning to tie that data back to the concept. And Step 4, seal the deal with precise, exam-safe wording. Follow this, and your answers become absolutely bulletproof. Now, in just a moment, I'm going to reveal the hidden examiner clue that completely flips a 0-mark answer into a full-mark answer. But first, you really need to understand the framework that makes that clue super obvious. If you leave this explainer right now, you are going to miss the single most critical detail that separates the A-star students from everyone else. All right, let's jump into an interactive Spot the Error challenge and fix some seriously flawed measurement answers. Let's put that framework into practice and simulate that heavy exam room pressure. Check out this mock student conclusion. The volume is 45, and it took 12 to fall, so it's fast. Okay, I want you to pause, predict, and spot exactly why this answer is guaranteed to score 0 marks. Think back to those common traps we just went over. What's missing here that makes this scientifically totally unacceptable? It's a striking contrast when you look at these two approaches. That flawed answer? Completely missing units and precision, basically relying on vague, subjective words like fast. But look at the top band response. It perfectly substitutes the values with the correct units and proper significant figures. Volume equals 45 cubic centimeters, time equals 12.0 seconds. See that 0.0? That right there proves to the examiner that you fully understand the precision capabilities of a standard stopwatch. It's a total game changer. Let's escalate the stakes now and conquer density and uncertainty. We have to move past basic single measurements. The difficulty really spikes here because calculating density means you're combining multiple measurements. And what does that mean? You're combining the potential for human error and uncertainty. Practical investigation questions on density and time literally require you to actively hunt for anomalies in your data and critically assess how reliable your experiment actually is. This right here is the ultimate cheat sheet for your experimental design strategy. You need to rapidly recall these exact variables, apparatus, units, and uncertainty checks. Are you measuring volume with a cylinder in cubic centimeters? Then you must mention checking the meniscus level at eye level to dodge that parallax error. Measuring time with a stopwatch in seconds? You absolutely have to account for human reaction time. Lock this into your brain. Now let's unlock the examiner mark scheme secret so you can start thinking exactly like a grader. You've got to stop writing what you think sounds smart and start writing what the mark scheme literally demands. Read this golden rule carefully. A strong answer should include correct terminology, substituted values with units where needed, source page evidence, command word fulfillment, and exam-safe wording. Listen, if you aren't substituting values with units, or if you completely miss the specific command word, like giving a vague description when they explicitly asked for an explanation, you are just handing away your hard-earned grade. Okay, so you've got the 4-step framework for the perfect written answer down. But here's the catch. How do you actually extract the hidden data from a brutally complex exam graph when the clock is ticking down? That is a massive, unresolved problem that will absolutely cost you full marks when a heavy data analysis question drops in your lap.
What to revise instead to solve that exact graphical problem is waiting for you in our follow-up explainer. Mastering those linked practical and data analysis skills is your mandatory next step if you truly want to secure top marks.
Because honestly, the next time you sit down with a past paper, you need to ask yourself, are you just practicing physics, or are you actually practicing how to be the examiner? To master that follow-up skill, jump into the next explainer right now and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ace the Exams, at acetheexams_IGCS to excel in your Cambridge examinations.